Welcome everyone to Foundations TV. Our guest today is Mr. Manick Sorkar, who is very, very honorable person all over the world, has been honored by so many different universities and so many different organizations. He has a firm of his own and he's a world-renowned laserist himself. And we are sitting here backstage with him, getting ready for a laser show in Boston, expecting close to 500 people here to come and watch a show on Swami Vivekanand today. So welcome to Foundations TV, Mr. Sorkar.
Thank you.
It's such a pleasure to have you here and to talk to you and hear about all your accomplishments. It's just so inspirational for, just to be sitting next to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course, you are such an accomplished person yourself. I've been reading about you. You have so many things in your name. You've authored books, you own a company, and you have started courses in laser engineering in universities, and you're doing these phenomenal laser shows all over the world. Of course, you're very accomplished yourself, and people always will still associate your name with your father's name, Mr. P.C. Sorkar, the famous magician. So why don't we start off with that? I would love to hear a little bit about your childhood or a special memory that you have with him.
Of course. All that you mentioned about the things that you have liked, accomplishment, the little I have done, is all because of the hands-on experience I had backstage at my father's magic show. When I was young, my father, when he noticed that I was interested in art as well as playing with lighting and so on, he inspired me to do the backdrops of his magic shows, and that's how he started. Wonderful. And I was a young man then, I was a boy. And that's how it started, and then slowly, when he found out that my art was very good, he inspired me to do more. And then when I saw my own art and being appreciated in the audience, I wanted to enhance that with lighting, and they are married, as you know. Yes. And Dad noticed that, and eventually I did all the lighting design for his intriguing magic items, so which gave me the inspiration, as well as I learned the basics of lighting and art, which later on I took to different fields.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it started off as an inspiration from within the family, and then you went on to do electrical engineering yourself.
Yes.
And now, how did the laser part come in? Was it some inspiration that suddenly came in, or you watched something, or how did you come to USA? Tell us about that journey.
Absolutely. See, being so much attracted to lighting as well as art, I knew that this is the field in which I was going to go and do my own magic on. So I took my father's blessings, and first of all, I joined Benares Hindu University, which is known as IIT, yes, Varanasi right now. So I joined there, and I did the electrical engineering, my bachelor's degree over there. And that led to, I wanted to do some more. I came to the USA, got admission at University of Washington in Seattle. I got a scholarship there, and I did electrical engineering again over there, got a master's, and emphasizing on the lighting part of it. So that was the beginning. And at the same time, I was doing art shows on my own, because art is sort of in my blood. I can never separate myself for that, off that. So thereon, it started. And Howard Butterick and Company, a company that had published requirement for a fresh engineer with lighting background, artistic lighting background. I just couldn't believe it. I was in a Greyhound bus going towards New York to look for a job. Wow. And I saw that, and I called them up, and they called me for an interview, and I landed the job. So that's how it started. And answering your question, that company, Howard Butterick and Company, became Manick Sorkar Engineering Company because
Wonderful.
They liked my work.
Wonderful.
And we're using laser, prescribing laser for multi-purposes in the industry. And one led to another, and then I thought, why not take the laser for artistic purposes? That's
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And when did Swami Vivekanand's idea, creating a whole laser show on Swami Vivekanand's life, when did that come into your mind?
I'll just mention one more step, then I'll be able to come here.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
So what I did was, I took the laser and came up with the idea of how to do animation with it, but my first project was marry that with a live action. So it was Dancing with My Soul was my first project. It's a short one. It's like 3 minutes program where my daughter would dance.
Lovely.
And here the story is this skilled dancer has lost her confidence just before her actual show.
Oh.
And she's sitting very sad on the stage.
Oh.
And this is my daughter who's
Yeah,
acting this.
sure.
And then when she's sitting on the stage, very sad, and out of her comes the laser soul of her.
Beautiful.
And she sees herself, she's stunned. Where did it come from? It came out from.
So almost like a manifestation of inspiration
It
itself.
is. The inspiration
Wow.
came out, and
Yeah.
then the soul actually is trying to teach her. Here are
Wow.
the steps that you forgot. And she's animating and
Beautiful.
shows the steps.
Beautiful.
And they become friends, and they're teasing each other, they're pushing each
Oh
other.
my
So it's a
God.
live and
That's just
animation
so
combination.
beautiful.
So that was that did very well, and that was a huge source.
I
of
can
inspiration.
imagine. I can imagine. I hear there's going to be some dance show today as well. Is it
Yes.
close to what we're talking about here, or it's
Exactly
completely
same,
different?
but,
Okay.
The program you'll be seeing is on Swamiji.
Yes.
And I'm coming to that.
Yeah.
So having that Dancing with My Soul program, after that I did several other ones, which are excellent shows. And each one of them was a stepstone, next inspiration to something bigger and better.
Beautiful.
So my
Beautiful.
latest is world's longest laser animation or laser documentary on a human being, which
Which
happens
is
to be
Swami
our Swami
Vivekananda.
Vivekananda.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful, and he has such a lovely message to give to the world. So I think this is just absolutely perfect. So
Just very timely.
yes,
Because I was always inspired by him, by his messages. Which
Right,
has really
right.
been huge source of inspiration
I can
into me.
imagine. Yes.
In 2006, to be exact, towards the end of 2005 and 2006, I took my wife to Chicago in the Art Institute, where in 1893, Swami Vivekananda had given his famous speech. And I wanted to see the spot. Where did he stand and where did he do this? And hypnotize the whole world.
Yeah.
So I found the spot, and it was a huge source of inspiration to me, just to be standing there, you know. And my research basically started from then.
Okay.
I knew that I was going to do a documentary on him
Okay.
with laser,
Yeah.
and the search has been going on there since,
Okay.
until about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
when the Art Institute of Ramakrishna Mission
Yeah.
in Kolkata, in Gold Park, Kolkata,
Yeah.
they contacted me
Right.
asking me to do a laser animation, a laser documentary on Swamiji. I just
Oh wow! Beautiful,
That's how it
beautiful.
started.
They say, right, if you have a very strong passion within you, the whole universe will conspire to make it happen, right?
Yes,
So it looks like
absolutely.
that's what happened with you. You had a dream, you had a passion, you had something you really, really believe in, and it
Something
just
we really love.
Yeah.
Like, put your heart and soul in it. and we
Wonderful.
put so much of hard work, especially for a good reason.
Yes,
I know the God
yes.
is there and will listen to you.
Oh,
And
yes.
this offer from the Ramakrishna Mission was the biggest award I could get. I was humbled by it,
Oh,
but there was no looking back. Put my heart
wow.
and soul in that.
Yeah.
Developed the storyboard, and
Yeah.
each and every step in doing the animation.
Right.
I'm also immensely thankful to the library of
Right.
Art Institute, who
Right.
came forward and gave me a lot of research work.
Yeah, yeah.
State of Colorado, the government of state of not Colorado, Illinois.
Illinois.
They were of great help to me.
Yeah.
So all this put together with my personal research,
Yes.
today we have the show, and it has taken off
Wow.
like rocket.
Wow, wow. So, it's true that, anybody in this whole world can be as successful as they want in the worldly terms, but what touches the heart is actually, true success. And
Yes.
what you are doing right now is coming from within. I can see that. I can
Yes.
definitely feel that.
See, I got 2 daughters, and having seen them growing up, and the knowledge they need to know about our roots and culture
Yes,
in India and
yes,
so on.
yes.
Last thing me and my wife wanted was to force them,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
learn something.
yeah.
It had to be done in a way in which they'll be attracted.
They would want to
They
be
have-
part of it themselves.
Absolutely.
Yes,
They have to
yes.
fall in love with it.
Yes.
From within.
Yes.
That's the best we
yes.
can teach them.
And you have no idea what you're doing to the rest of the world. You are doing this, your daughters are feeling it, and there's so many other people who are flowing with this because they are also feeling that energy that you are projecting out. So it's so beautiful.
Every parent will feel the same
Yeah,
way. So
yeah.
what I did then was I did some animation in which I had them perform, and this was shown on local TVs in Colorado,
Yeah.
and that was another source of inspiration for all of us.
Yes.
And so that led to Deepa and Rupa, a fairy tale from India, based on a
beautiful.
children's story from Bengal,
Yeah.
and done in English.
Yeah.
But what makes it special is this was the very first animation in which live is integrated, the combination of the two in the Indian history. And it got a gold plaque at Chicago International Film Festival.
Excellent, excellent.
So that was the
excellent.
beginning. It was a huge source of inspiration for my
Yeah,
daughters.
yeah.
And when it was telecast in India,
Right, right.
and it was national telecast over there, And on the PBS, that one and many other animations of mine
Right.
have been transmitted for the last 20 years.
Beautiful.
So these have been the stepstones of
Yes.
inspiration going one after another.
Yes. That is very motivational and very stimulating for all of us to hear as well. All our
Thank you.
viewers, I'm sure, will really appreciate listening to this story a lot. And you have in every sense of the word, every aspect of the word success, you have achieved it from within and from a worldly perspective, with all the titles, with all the different accomplishments that you have to your credit. Now my question is, where do you go from here? Where are you headed?
Actually, I feel that US is my home. I live here.
Yeah.
And my solemn duty is bring all the good things that I've learned in my life
Yeah.
and present that in a language in which the youth is going to be attracted. Not only ours, not only the Indian youth. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the youth of the whole world.
Yes.
So the stories that I brought, like Deepa and Rupa I mentioned, my other animations are from the stories from Panchatantra Katha.
Mhm.
Those are beautiful, simple stories, but there's a message in it.
Yeah.
So they not only are entertained, they're laughing, but
Yeah.
they learn something to
Yeah.
make it useful for their life.
Yes.
And Swamiji's story is fascinating.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing it today.
You have to
Definitely.
see it.
Yes.
As you know, see, he came in 1893
Yeah.
at the Parliament of World's Religions in Chicago, in the Art Institute, where he had given his speech. But his speech on the religious tolerance
Yes.
and brotherly love that
Yes.
must be there
Yes.
to enjoy and appreciate each other,
Yes.
each other's culture,
Yes.
each other's religion,
Yes.
is so powerful.
Yes.
And I thought that this is the best time in which that could be used.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So that was another reason what inspired me to do this.
Yes.
And I feel that adults already heard of him.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have
And
researched
we need
already
to
know
bring
about
it to
him.
the next
But
generation.
next generation will
Yes.
benefit out
Yes.
of this.
Yes. That's beautiful. And from what I understand, I did speak to some people from Seva International. So this completely resonates with the guidelines that they are following as an organization. So before we end our interview, would you like to give our viewers a message?
Absolutely. First of all, I'll thank Seva International
Great,
for
yes.
giving me this opportunity, not only to do the show in Boston, but around the whole country in 17 cities.
Wow.
Their motto, as you know, is to serve human, is to serve God. And that's basically the moral of
Yes.
my show as well.
Yes, definitely.
My message to the public, to the whole
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
particularly the youngsters,
Yes.
will be what Vivekananda said
Yeah.
in one of his messages. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.